Mr. Diddy, I hope that the things that you're going through right now, I hope that you're able to learn from them, and I hope that you're able to avoid the situations. And one thing you can do to make sure that this happens is start by changing you. Start looking at the people like Tammy Richfoot. Start looking at the Canes. Start looking at the Hood fellas. Start looking at all of the people that's been around you that were there to help you. And for some kind of way, reach out and make sure that everybody's okay other than just yourself and your family.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Greetings, everybody. Let's go. No image. Let's roll. No image. What's going on? Nef Beats. What's going on? Nef Beats. Nef Beats. I think I need to do a new song. The streams is getting up on the other beats. The next thing I need to do is a Nef Beat joint. Let's give them a new song. Put it back on the platform. Let's go to the platform. I got 2 songs I got right now. I'm gonna put a third one in 1 minute. Nef Beats. Let's go. Yo, CP. Your book went out yesterday. It's coming to take 2 days on delivery. I put it on 2 days. Coming. Y'all see what these is right here? Y'all see what these is right here? Uh-oh. You see what it is. You see. You see it. Let's turn them. Let's get everything organized, right? Let's do it this way. Yo, he done paid the Cassie. Cassie, he paid her. Which I thought was a great thing for. It was a good business decision for him. It was a great business decision for him. However, I wanted to come on today right now, right? What's up, Richie? Richie Rich. Thank you, Mr. Big Boy. Very good book. Thank you. In 2009, right? Let me tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all a story about what I did. So, it was a time in life when I was like, hey, it doesn't seem like this music thing is going to go. It seems like I'm going to have to go back home and they're going to be asking like, what happened? What happened? That's the worst question you can ever want to hear people asking you is what happened? What happened? And everybody wants to know what happened. So you be like, man, so I said, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of having to put that responsibility on myself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a book. And the reason why I was writing the book was so when people ask what happened, I didn't have to always answer what happened. I wrote a book about it. And if you're interested in knowing about what's happening or what happened, then you can just pick up the book and read about it. So I did this in 2009. And what I did was I kind of, Mike Bass Night, come on, man. We still friends, man. Call me because I swear you my best friend. Fighting for freedom. What's up, Karen? Come on, there's a lot of superstars up on this joint right here. I can't wait to start seeing some friends that I've been knowing for a long time pop up. They be acting like, you know what I mean? They don't join none of my lives and nothing like that. Trizzy, what's going on? So look, I was like, what I'm going to do is write a book, and I'm going to attach this book to Puff. I said, so no matter whatever you do, whenever you do something, I'm going to make money off of you some kind of way. Some kind of way, I got to make money off of you, bro, because this is all I got. I only got one life to live, and you only got one life. And sometimes when you miss those opportunities, they're not going to come back to you again like that. Not saying they won't, but I'm going to give y'all a scenario I want y'all to pay attention to. It's like when you marry a female, let's say you're a rich guy, you marry a female, and you take her shopping at certain places that she likes buying clothes. You take her to certain restaurants that she likes eating at. So what you've done is you changed her social pattern. So if you divorce her or leave her, and then she doesn't have the money to still eat at the same place or shop at the same place, it creates she's socially not functional in this world no more. She's going to spend the rest of her life looking for someone to continue doing the things that this rich guy started for her. So it's like, man, she's ruined. And sometimes people ruin people without being married. Like, you can ruin people just through friendship. You don't have to be married or have a sexual relationship with someone to be ruined by that person. So that's the things that I want to look at. And I was thinking that I don't really like being known for every time Puff fails, people start looking at me, which is cool. I appreciate everybody for knowing what I got going on, but I want to be known for Mark Curry. I want to be known for these books that I sell, that I wrote. If you want to know anything about, I've been saying this for so long, and I've been pushing this book. I said, I'm going to put this book out there, and I'm not going to worry about if I can't get on the Kroger's bookshelf. I'm like, wow, I go into Kroger, I see Oprah Winfrey's book. I see a book about the president, so many different people's book, and I say, what if my book could have made it to the Kroger shelf? But my book ain't going to be able to make it to the Kroger shelf. We already know that. That's just showing you what the powers are. Jada Pinkett's book was on the Kroger shelf. It was right there when you checking out. They had it in the line, right there on the left by the Snickers and all of that. It is time for the movie. And I'm ready to do the movie, but I can't do the movie until I have someone who's courageous enough to say, Mark, I want to listen to you, and I want to see what you got going on come to fruition. I want to see it come true. Everybody's scared to be different. Everybody want to be the same. I told you, nobody's original no more. Everybody want to, you can get a solid gold chain with your name on it. I can get a gold chain, platinum chain, whatever, with diamonds on it, say Mark. And my best friend or friend would just want my chain. I'd be like, why would you want a chain that say Mark? He said, I want it because it's yours. I say, wow. We lack originality. We forget how to be original and want things again. But look, getting back. Training is everything. The tides are turned. Yeah, the tides are turned, but I think old boy settled out of court, which is a cool thing for him to do. He settled. And again, I want to tell y'all something about me and my heart. I don't wish for man to fall. I always wish for, I hope that there's something that we can come up with to avoid it. So when people fall, sometimes it disturbs me, because I try to think about what could I have done in order to prevent it, this kind of like, what could we have done? What could we have fixed? What could we have done better to have different results right now than what we're seeing right now? So I don't wish for him to fall. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that everything just prevails, but he settled out of court. So when he settled out of court, that means that we are admitting to something might be true. But however that goes, please do not stop buying that book. And you can go to the link in the bio and get that book. Please do not stop. Don't just buy the book because Puff falls and breaks his foot. Or I sell some books. Puff farts at the Oscar. Or I sell some books. Get into me. Understand me. I want to come out and do some inspirational speaking to the children. I want to make sure that I have such a great message to pass to the world when I was originally doing music. And one of the things that hurts me is I know that God sent me out here in this world to say some positive and good words. And I didn't get a chance to actually say that sentence yet, because somebody took the mic. You'd be like, damn, I thought we was going to talk about something beautiful, and we talking about you. Damn, that ain't what the everything, like everybody in the world deserves the opportunity to feel rich, feel wanted, to feel loved. Feeling like, you know, when your parents raised you and the things that they put in you, you like, yo, you know what? I'm able to use those things and move on and build like dreams. So we moving on. Today again, I'm coming on. Go to the link in the bio. Go to the link in the bio. Grab you 2 books. Send one to your sister, one to your brother, and then get 3. Send one to yourself. This beef from the shop. New Orleans, with my brother. Mark, we have to talk about the trauma of these people. Yo, I was just thinking about that today, Karen. And something that people don't realize is when you have an entertainer, and what drives entertainers to drugs and alcoholism is the business. So you like, you know, once you really try to go out there to be that star, sometimes it gets confusing. And when you get confused, you start looking for spirits and things that can help you figure out your visions and get to them faster. And people go into drugs, they go into alcoholism and things like that. And then when we look at the woes of the world, the woes of the universe, is it's already kind of like said that once a man becomes famous, the next thing that he has to watch out for is his alcoholism or drinking or the woes. So the next thing to be getting money is drugs. The only thing that can take you out now is drugs and alcohol. You got money. So the only thing that's going to take you out is drugs or alcohol. So people, when they get money, they get so bored because they don't have nothing to do all day. They got money. So they drink. They go meet people at bars and do things, eat and things like this. Next thing you know, they driving at 7 o'clock in the evening drunk. They get pulled over. They all on the news. They doing the breathalyzer test, can't put their finger on their nose, can't walk the straight line. You know, can't lift one leg up and do all of that. Good morning to you too. So these is the results of the woes, the things that God tell you have to watch out for. And that sometimes it's another woe that we got to pay attention to. It's called don't ever get too comfortable with life to where you feel like you so comfortable, like you can just do anything. You just so comfortable with life. Don't get too comfortable. You're not supposed to get too comfortable, and you're not supposed to let things consume you. So these are openers. So when you have these kind of openers and you have people who have money, then sometimes they don't have limits. They don't know how to say, hey, you know, these are they don't really have morals because they feel like anything, do as thou will. And that was something that Jay-Z, I think it was a quote that he was on, and it was do as thou will, which was an ill saying, but it wasn't a good saying. It was saying that do whatever you want to. And in this world that we live in, we don't need to encourage people to do whatever they want to. We need to encourage people to do what's right. And some people don't know what's right, and so they do whatever they want to. But they free to think like that because every man can do what he wants or thinks the way he feels. But if the way that you thinking isn't conducive, it's not going to help anyone else pay a bill or become stronger, or it's not going to empower someone or being able to send them out into the world equipped to handle the things that we have to take on, then it's no good. How did you initially meet Puffy and get down with Bad Boy, and did you ever meet Big? Yes, I met Big. How did I get down with Puffy? I didn't get down with Puffy. Puffy got down with me. Because I always got to tell people in the equation, I don't never think of big you, little me. So I don't never look at myself as I was someone who was needing someone's help in order to be. I was me already. And then when he ran across me, he said, I see the way you get down. So I was like, how can we get down? What we going to do? And then with all of those kind of things never came into fruition. So I wish I could damn near sue too. I wish there was a way for artists to be able to sue, because people don't know what they do to people's lives. Like, y'all just be seeing things about people who die from this and people who die from that. But if you ever really get into it, you say what really drove them to that point, and then you be like, it was the industry, it was the business, it was the people, it was the blacklist, it was the all of that, it was the, you know. That's what really be hurting a lot of people. A lot of people. You know, it's so many things that we got to look at, and you be like, raise questions at Lamb. Like, it seemed like everybody around us dies, and only the ones that don't get along live. And you be like, damn, the ones you love, they die, and the ones you don't get along with, they live. And so sometimes it makes you think, like, does it feel better, or would it be better to not be loved and live? Or would it be better to be loved and die? Because that's all we seeing right now. There's so many things we have to question. So many mysterious lies is just coming up. People missing. People ODing. You know how many people they say OD'd in Hollywood that really didn't OD, they got murdered? But they always just say, oh, label it as an OD, put some cocaine next to his body, and say when we walked in the room, we discovered a large pile of cocaine on the side of his bed, and he was dead on the bed. Wow. So that's just how y'all gonna do it? That's what they've been doing in Hollywood for a long time. For a long time, but see, hold up. He foul and never did nothing for you but led you on and kept you. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not tripping off of none of that, man. Like, I tell you, at 50, at my age, I don't really be tripping. Like, I'm not really salty about nothing. I wrote my book. I'm still doing me. Like, I'm happy with me regardless. Like, a lot of people, you got to worry about them. You be like, yo, if they put you in that 8x10 cell and you had to live in that 8x10 cell for 15 years, could you do it? The average person couldn't do it, and they'll kill themselves before they do it. I can sit in that 8x10 cell and entertain myself. I can watch TV. I can take trips. I can go visit people. I can talk to people. I can just remember the good things that I remember about people. And I can sit and just think about every time you made me smile, you know, every time you taught me something. You know, do you think they do purely for money or because of occult rituals and practices for power? Power is something, man, sis, Diddy, behavior. Power is dangerous to a lot of people who don't know how to control it. And I'm going to give you an example of what power can do. And this is just something so you can think on it. If every time you crank up your vehicle, there's an explosion between the gas and the igniting the gas, and it explodes it. And then it explodes inside the engine. And then that explosion creates energy. So when you put your foot on the gas, it makes the car go. So an explosion contained is power. But power not contained is dangerous. So that means, like, you have to be saying this for years, big bro. Nobody wanted to listen. Everybody thought you were being bitter the whole time. You were telling the truth, and now they see it. I know they see it, but yo, Dub, every time they see it, they only want to see it when Puff do something wrong. I don't want to be famous or known for when he fails. I want to be known for Mark Curry and what I do and the positive words, the inspiration I am. You know, you speaking about the Cassie and Diddy settlement. He settled. He settled. And without it being Diddy, I know a lot of people that have a lot of freaky fetishes and things like that. I don't condone no man to hitting a female. Hold on. So this industry shady ass individual who is somebody who stand up to purse. Yeah, I stand up all the time. I'm a stand up individual. So you always got these, they got all kind of wild fetishes. And for those who don't believe this right here. They have some people that are sexually attracted to trees. Google it. People who are sexually attracted to trees, right? And then it can let you, it'll help you understand how weird things get. You know, some people are sexually attracted to cars. Some people are sexually attracted to money. Some people are sexually attracted to food. People just have their own little wild fixations at things that they are attracted to. So, man. Come on, man. Come on, Lady Wonder Woo. My baby, gosh, that's my baby. When you see me on live, don't call the phone. That messes up the whole stream of everything. I love you. Now I forgot everything I was talking about. Man, I don't know, man, but it's all in the book. Diddy right now, he's a cookie crumbling. It's unfortunate what's going on in black culture. Yeah, it may be happening, but like again, I don't really condone, you know, I don't never want nobody to ever suffer, period. I didn't want to suffer, and I wanted people, if people saw me suffering, I want them to come and help me. Don't watch me. You know, so when I see a person suffer, I be like, yo, I want to help. I don't be like, they deserve it. You know, nobody deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Really, everybody deserves a chance to be better. So if in your heart you can have forgiveness and you can be like, yo, I admit that I'm wrong for how I am and how I've been, you willing to make those amends, then you ask God for forgiveness, and God is so forgiving that no matter what you ask, if you ask to be forgiven, you'll be forgiven, no matter what you did. But if you don't have what it takes to be able to talk and humble yourself, to say that there is something greater in this world other than you, and you feel like your money can get you everything you want, or, you know, it's just like being rich. You be like, you rich and you ride down the street in the Bentley. Does it really matter that you're in the Bentley, or should you just be in a regular car? Because you can go and park it. You don't have to be seen. It don't have to be clean. So I would be rich and I wouldn't want the Bentley. I would be rich and I just want like the Honda or something I can just go to Target with. I don't want to go to Target with a Bentley. You can have a Bentley and you still need to go to Target. You still need to go to Walmart. So what's the sense in having a Bentley? You still need to go to Kroger's. Your groceries is still going to come from Publix. I haven't heard of rich people that's shopping, except you can go to Whole Foods. That's a rich person's kind of grocery store. But no matter how much money you got, you still ready to go to the grocery store just like somebody else. That's one thing I can say. I had a lot of friends before I was doing this puffy thing in music. I was making sure that I was being, I have a lot of friends from all different crevices, from London, Canada, California, New York, Atlanta, all over the world. I know them all. I have friendships with people who were friends before they became famous. We were all reaching forward, like for an example, the whole Goody Mob, the whole Outcast, the whole Dungeon Family, man, the whole Rowdy Camp, the whole of Face, the whole EPMD, Too Short, man, the Game, man, I'm talking about all the way, all of them. We just been like, one time we were all just a cool circle of people, and we all wanted it. We all wanted it. And that's how life went. Ludicrous. Why keep doing your thing? Force it to be made, but you have to learn from it. From marriage to business, family, and self. You're right about that. So with my closure words today, we're going to say, to make sure everybody get one of those books. That's one thing. Don't, just because Puff settled out of court, don't stop buying the book. I need y'all to get the book, man, because it took a long time. Every time, I just need that. I need y'all to have this book in your house and just know my story. And then one day it's going to turn into a movie. It's going to be on the movie screen. Then I'll be able to get back to where I'm trying to get to. With your help. I need your help. I really need your help. So, my closing words here. Mr. Diddy, I hope that the things that you're going through right now, I hope that you're able to learn from them, and I hope that you're able to avoid the situations. And one thing you can do to make sure that this happens is start by changing you. Start looking at the people like Tammy Ridgefoot. Start looking at the Canes. Start looking at the Hood fellas. Start looking at all of the people that's been around you that were there to help you. And for some kind of way, reach out and make sure that everybody's okay other than just yourself and your family. And everything will change for you, brother. It's just your walk. You can't keep walking like this and expecting for things to always be peaches and cream. Matter of fact, reach out to 112. Reach out to Q Parker. Reach out to Darrell. Reach out to Slim. Reach out to Faith. Reach out to all of these people who've been a part of your life, bro. Reach out. Make sure everybody's okay. It don't really hurt to say, do you need anything? Are you okay? You can't have your children running around on all the social media sites with diamonds and fur coats, and you be like, they didn't work hard for none of that. Only thing they doing is using the money that you got, and they doing better than the people who helped you. Calm down. That's one thing I like about T.I.'s young. T.I. got one son that I totally love his demeanor because he has this different style of music. He doesn't follow the crowd, and he's quiet. I love the demeanor of that young guy, man, and I wish more of our young men could be like him. Y'all study the T.I. kids, T.I. and Tiny, and the one of them, even though he jumped up in the Waffle House and did some crazy stuff, that's crazy. But the other son, I think is Domini, whatever, I can't think of the name. Great child. From at least what I see. It could be different from the household, you know, on the inside. But, you know, there we go. I'm going to let y'all get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. But again, make sure you go to the link in the bio. Yeah, Major T. Yeah, Major T.I.'s. Yeah, he. I don't know if his name is Major, but it's one of his sons that I'm like, man, he's a perfect example of how our kids need to be. He still drives around in like a Toyota. He doesn't drive none of those fancy cars. He's just a normal individual, and it's dope. It's dope. Damani, that's his name. Damani. If you just look at, and then sometimes, no matter what I hear, and I know T.I. too, and I'd be like, no matter, and I know Tiny too, but I'd be like, no matter what, I don't look at T.I. or Tiny, and I don't judge them for what I see. I judge them by how I see Damani walk. And no matter what, you just see that it took both of them to shape and mold him to make him that man he is. So that means they did come together to make something happen, right? You start seeing the gift in people, but All right, so we're going to get out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get out. And again, last thing, we don't wish ill to no man. We just wish man could change. Sometimes when people do wrong, you just want to give them a hug and let them know, hey, you know what? You still loved. You know, you're not wrong, you know, for, you know, maybe what's going on in your mind. We don't know what made you think the way that you thinking. Have you been abused? You know, were you abused as a child? Did they touch on you when you went to school? You know what I'm saying? Did the pastor fondle on you or something like that? You'd be like, something is going on with you. But we don't want you to keep running from that. We want you to be able to embrace us as a community, and we want to be here to help you get through that and overcome those things like that. So we got to really start asking people who's going through these things, have you been touched? Yeah. Question, do you think the settlement would be used to charge him with a crime like Bill Cosby? The only crime Bill Cosby did, really, if you ask me, was trying to buy CBS. And when he did that, they already knew, hey, man, you can't do that. Then he tried to buy it again. Then he went to jail. So sometimes the moral of the story is sometimes in life, no matter how much money you got, you just can't do whatever you want to do. You might think you got a lot of money, but boy, they got a lot of money out there, man. We just don't be knowing about it. People should be held accountable for their actions. Love your spirit, Mark. You speaking real stuff. I am. I like to speak real. You know what I'm saying? I like to speak real stuff. That's how I get down. But look, everybody probably came on here to hear what I might have to say about Puffy and Cassie. I don't know. Because whatever they agreed on is what they agreed on. I don't know. Like, I had a girl one time, man, what she wanted me to do is she liked people to put cocaine on her and sniff cocaine off her. I'm like, damn, that means she used to date people who on drugs, so therefore I couldn't date her because I ain't do cocaine. So I was like, I understand where she coming from, but I ain't getting down like that. She might need to go deal with somebody else. Sometimes you just need to leave that person alone, go deal with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a story. I remember when I first started dating females, and I kissed the girl, and then I wanted to have sex with her, but then she was like, oh, no, I ain't ready to have sex. The only thing I want to do is kiss. So my objective was to find another female who looked just as good as her that still wanted to kiss and still wanted to have sex. Then I met one, and then I liked her for a minute, and then I was like, I wanted to meet a girl who looked just as good as her, that had sex, that had good credit. And then it just kept going on and on and on until all of a sudden I just had this perfect female in mind. And then when I had her in mind, the only thing I wanted to date was a female like her, a female who cooked, pay her bills, can go out and buy or fix her own hair. She don't need me to fix her hair. She go fix her own hair. Certain things women don't need no help for. They don't need you to get their nails done. They don't need you to go to the grocery store and buy them those. Sometimes, though, I ain't going to say all the time, real women going to take care of themselves. You don't have to take care of no real woman. A real woman to take care of a real man. Dwight Howard is another case. So I guess I just seen Dwight Howard sit down and touch that man on his groin, the young man on his groin area. They had a little thing where they put out on him. He's sitting down and act like he mistakenly put his hand on the man wee-wee and stuff. And then the dude sat there and was like, oh, I forgot you paid me for this kind of life. I'm like, damn. It's a lot of freaky stuff going on out there, y'all, man. Just stay away from it. Look, I'm telling you. When you see it, act like you don't see it and walk away. That's the best thing you can do. Don't sit there and be like, what are they doing? What's going on? This looks like this. Nope. Walk away. You don't have to look at it. Let them be freaks. Let them be freaks. That's all you got to do. Just worry about you. You know what I'm saying? Would you let somebody else sleep with your girl? If you wouldn't let nobody else sleep with your girl. That's the only thing you need to worry about. Don't worry about who's letting people sleep with their girl. You be like, man, I ain't got time for that. The only thing I really know is something is wrong with you. How in the hell you gonna be with somebody and enjoy other people sleeping with them? I ain't mad at you. Everybody got their own thing, but I'm just not one of them. I like mines. But look, let's not judge anyone. Let's go get this book. Once again, the link is in the bio. I'm going to sign out of here. Whoa, I dropped one of the books. All of these is getting signed. All of these is getting signed and mailed out today. Going to do them right now, the autographs, the books. See y'all later, all right? Y'all have a wonderful day, too. The link is in the bio. Grab a book, please. Dr. Dre, Mr. Dre, see you later on, brother. You ain't signed mine. When did you get a book? Got one right here, Dre. I got one right here. Montana White, yo. Montana White. Montana White. Yo, don't go nowhere yet, y'all. Montana White. You are an inspiration, good brother. I know your story. And you are an inspiration because you come from the same cloth. That's my brother, Montana White. If you don't know Montana White right there, 100 years, you need to follow him. And I swear, every time you follow him, it's going to feel like you're going out to the club. I just go home, get me a drink, and go look at Montana White page. It feel like I'm at Magic City, Onyx, Platinum, all of the clubs. You'd be like, damn, I'm seeing what's going on. Thank you, man, Montana White, for the inspiration, brother. Whoever need that book signed, DM me. I'm sending out autographed copies. Curry is out.